Select and underline the improper fractions from the following. There are several types of fractions we discussed: proper fractions, improper fractions, mixed numbers, right? And also another type we discussed, unit fractions. Okay, unit fractions mean what? If the numerator is 1 of a fraction, we called it unit fraction. Proper fractions mean if the numerator is less than denominator, we called it proper fraction. Improper fractions mean what? If the numerator is greater than denominator, we called it improper fraction. Mixed fraction mean the fraction contain whole number and mixed number part. Sorry, whole number and fraction part. We called it mixed numbers. Okay, now what is the answer? Select and underline the improper fractions from the following. Improper mean what? Should be numerator is greater than denominator, no? The first one, improper or not? It is not the improper, no? It is proper fraction. This one, improper. 7 over 5. 7 is greater than 5. This one is mixed number. It is not the improper. 5 over 4. 5 is greater than 4, no? So this one also another example for the improper fraction. The last fraction is proper fraction. So your answers should be 7 over 5 and 5 over 4. And there are two answers. Right. Second question, simplify. 2 plus 4, right? Sorry?
Well, do you want to write the answer or write all the fractions and underline?
Okay, if you write the answers, it is enough also.
So for the second one, answer is 12, right?
I don't know. You have to revise the knowledge of mathematical operations, no? How many mathematical operations here can you observe? There are two mathematical operations, no? What are the two mathematical operations? Addition and multiplication. If the several mathematical operations given in the expression, which one you have to do first? Do you remember in this lesson I mentioned the special theory. This one, do you remember? BODMAS, right? BODMAS mean what? B mean bracket, O mean of mathematical operation not in grade 7. Right? ඒ වුණාට මේ word එක මතක තියාගන්න. එතකොට පහසුවෙන් පුළුවන් කරගන්න. The next one is division. Next, multiplication, addition, subtraction. That's the order. හරි අර mathematical operations ගණනාවක් තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඔන්න ඔය පිළිවෙලට තමයි යන්න ඕනේ. Right? Now this question has addition, multiplication. Which one do you have to first? Addition or multiplication? According to the BODMAS, multiplication.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. එහෙනම් මොනවද multiply වෙන්න ඕනේ? ඒක දෙපැත්තේ ඉන්න දෙන්න. What are the numbers? 4 and 2 you have to multiply first. So 2 plus 4 times 2. What is the answer? 8. Now only one mathematical operation here. 2 plus 8. What is the answer? 10. Right? The correct answer should be 10, not 12. Right? I think some students got the answer 2 plus 4, 6. 6 multiplied 2, 12. It is incorrect. You have to follow this rule. Right? If the question has several mathematical operations, you have to follow it. Okay? Right. Then I am going to the third question. Any needed thing you write down, okay? දැන් මේක කරනවා කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ අර අවශ්‍ය දේවල් ඔක්කොම ටික ලියා ගන්න. ඒව තමයි ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එකට අවශ්‍ය වෙන දේවල් එතකොට. Right. Then I'm going to the third question. Look at third one. Find the value of 2 plus -3 using the number line. Right? Negative positive numbers addition. We have to do the number line. What is the first number? 2. 2 mean positive or negative? Positive 2, no? Right? So how you can start? You have to start from 0. 0 to positive 2. Positive mean this direction. So you have to go 0 to positive 2 like that. Also you have to draw the direction. Right? That's the first step. Right? Okay. Are you clear? Then you have to add -3. -3 mean, right? දැන් අපි start කරේ කොහෙන්ද 0 වලින්නේ. දැන් ගියා කොතනද +2 වලට. හරිද? එතන ඉඳලා මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? -3. ඒ කියන්නේ negative direction එකට කීයක්ද places? There are 3 places you have to go. Right? There are 3 places you have to go like that. Negative mean left hand direction, no? 1, 2, 3. Right? Right. Now look at what is the starting position and what is the ending position. කොතනින්ද පටන් ගත්තේ දැන් කොතනද මෙයා ඉන්නේ. කොහේ ගියත් කමන්නේ අර වටේ කොහෙම හරි ගිහිල්ලා ඇවිල්ලා මුල තැනයි අග තැනයි හොයන්න. මොකද මුල තැන 0 no. The ending position is -1. What is the direction? Negative direction, no? How many places? 1 place. So what is your answer? -1. That's the getting method. Also you have represent using a number line, and also you have write the answer. Question number 4. Draw all the axes of symmetry of the figure. How many symmetrical axes can you draw here? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. How many?
2.
2 axes, no? Yes, okay. I will draw using the red color. That's the one symmetrical axis, okay? That's the one. And the next one. There are 2 symmetrical axes you can draw. Right. Then I am going to the third question. Fifth one. Look at the fifth question. Name a scalar triangle and right-angled isosceles triangle in the figure given below. Name a scalar triangle and right-angled isosceles triangle. Scalar triangle mean what? The triangles we can classify into 2 methods, no? According to sides and according to angles. According to side, you can classify into 3 groups. What are the 3 groups? Equilateral triangle. Equilateral mean what? If the all sides are equal, we called it equilateral triangle. Another one, isosceles triangle, right? Isosceles mean what? If the 2 sides are equal, we called it isosceles triangle. And the other type is scalar triangle. Scalar triangle mean if the sides are unequal, we called it scalar triangle. That's a classification according to sides of the triangle. According to angle, we can classify another three methods: acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, and obtuse angled triangle. Okay. Then look at, we have to write the name of a scale and triangle, right? What is the scale and triangle of this figure? This one is scale and or not? It is not scalar. This triangle also not the scalar triangle. What is the scalar angle? This large triangle, okay, PQS. Scalar triangle is PQS. Another one, right angle isosceles triangle. Right angle mean the one interior angle is 90 degrees. Isosceles mean two sides are equal. What is the correct angle? Angle. හොඳට බලන්න මොකද්ද හරියන answer එක? This triangle, no? Right? මේ කොනේම තියෙන triangle එක නේද? Right? Right angle and two sides are equal. So this one is right angled isosceles triangle. So what is the name? PQR. Now I'm going to number 6. The height of Samanthi, who is in grade 7A, is 145 centimeters. That's the length, right? Height of the student, no? Express her height in meters. You have to convert 145 centimeters into meters. What is the answer? How you convert? Centimeters you have to convert into meters, no? Centimeter is smaller one, meter is larger one. Small unit convert to large unit. Multiply or divide? You have to divide. What's the relationship between these two? 1 meter equal 100 centimeters. Okay, so 145 you have to divide by 100. When you divide by 100 any number, you have to keep the decimal point before the 2 digits of the number, right? From the unit place before 2 digits you have to keep the decimal point. So where you have to keep the decimal point? Between 1 and 4. So your answer should be 1.45 meters. You don't write like this, okay? 1 meter 45 centimeters. It is incorrect. Why? This question you have to write in meters, only meters. Who wrote like this? මේමත් දීපු අය ඉන්නවාද? Right, carefully you have read the questions, then you have to write the answers. Okay, only meters you have to write. Okay, that's the first 6 questions of this paper.
Excuse me, sir, can you put the third question again?
Third question, this one.
Okay, sir.
Right, okay. Then I am going to the next questions. I will not give to write the answers time for you. I will discuss. You can write the answers quickly. Then you study, okay? As the homework, you study the answers and questions. Then you're ready for the test. Right. Now I'm going to the next question, number 7. Right. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක කරනකොට මොනවද කරන්නේ? මේ number එක හරියට දාලා answers ටික ලියන්න. Right. ඒ වගේ මම දැන් මේ කියන එකත් එක්ක ඒක තවදුරටත් මතක් කර ගැනීමක් කරන්න. ඒ lessons ටික revise කරගන්න. That's a number 7. 2a plus 3b minus a plus b. I think you remember like terms and unlike terms of the algebraic expressions. What are the like terms of this expression? 2a and a. Unlike terms 3b and b. If you want, you can write the like terms nearly. Right? ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය නම් මේ like terms ටික අර එක එක තැන්වල තියෙන ඒවා අපි එක තැනකට අරගෙන ලියාගමු. What are the like terms? 2a minus a, 3b plus 3b plus b. What is the answer? 2a minus a. A mean 1a, no? 2a minus 1a. What is the answer? 1a. So these two simplification is a plus 4 plus 3b plus b. B mean 1b. 3 plus 1. What is the answer? Plus 4b. So your answer should be a plus 4b. Are you clear? Okay. Quickly write down the question of your book. 7th one. Write the answer. Right, then I am going to number 8. Find the perimeter of the shaded part. Perimeter, do you remember? Perimeter means sum of the bounded lines of the plane figures, no? Sum of the bounded lines. Okay, now look at this figure. How many bounded lines? That's the one line, okay? What is the length is 4 centimeters. That's the next one, another 4 centimeters. And this one, another 4. And this one, what is the length of this? 1 centimeter, no? Right? Can you understand? Then බලන්නකො මෙතන this one is not 4 centimeter, okay? It should be 3 centimeters. This one you write down as 3 centimeters. Right. Look at this. This one is 1 centimeter. This one also 1 centimeter. This length also 1. This one 1. This length 2 centimeters. Okay. And this one is 4 centimeters. Sorry, 3 centimeters. No, it is also 3 centimeters. So perimeter, how you can get? You have to add all length. 3 centimeters plus this one 4 centimeters plus this one 3 centimeters plus this length 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 2 centimeters plus 1 centimeters plus 1 centimeter. Then finally you can add 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 1 11, 11 plus 1 12, 14, 15, 16. So the perimeter is 16 centimeters. Right? මතක ඇතුව මේ centimeters කියන එකත් unit එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ලියන්න මතක තියාගන්න. Then I'm going to question number 9. You write the answers, okay? What is the radius of the circle drawn by taking the straight line segment AB equal 10 centimeters as its diameter? Right, I think you remember the theory like this circle from the center drawn like this straight line we called radius. Diameters mean what? Like that straight line. What is the relationship between diameter and radius? Do you remember? Relationship between diameter and radius. What's the relationship? Diameter equal twice of radius. Right? Diameter කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Radius එක වගේ දෙගුණයක් නේද? Right? මේ බලන්න. That's the radius and this one another radius. Right? Diameter is twice of the radius. Okay, this one diameter 10 centimeters. The question asks, what is the radius? What is the value? Radius. If
5 centimeter.
yes, if diameter is 10 centimeter, radius should be half of the diameter, no? So you can get the answer 10 divide 2. So the radius is 5 centimeters. Right. Question number 10, look at what could be the minimum number of sides of a concave polygon. Do you remember the polygon types? There are two types, concave and convex. Can you tell me this one, which type? Convex or concave? මේක මොන වගේ එකක්ද? concave එකක්ද convex එකක්ද?
Convex.
Convex. How you can identify it? The interior angles should be less than reflex angles, no? Reflex angles වලට අඩු කෝණ තමයි interior එකේ තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් මතක තියාගන්න මේ වගේ අර vertices අර පිටට තමයි මේ වගේ තියෙන්නේ. Look at this one. Which type? Concave or convex? What is the shape?
Concave.
Concave. Why can you say this one is a concave? Look at this angle. It is a reflex angle, no? If the interior angles given as the reflect angles should be that figures are concave. Right? අර මේ වගේ අර ඇතුළට vertices ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා නම් අපි ඒවට කියනවා මොනවා කියලාද? Concave polygon කියලා. Right? In this question asked මේක අපෙන් අහන්නේ concave convex කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා. මම ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් explain කරේ. This question asked what could be the minimum number of sides of a concave polygon? Concave polygon එක තියෙන්න පුළුවන් minimum sides කීයද? What is the minimum sides of the concave figure? කීයද අඩුවම තියෙන්න පුළුවන්? 1 can or can't?
4.
ඔව් 1 කියන එකෙන් අපිට polygon එකක් හදා ගන්න බෑනේ නේද? එක side එකක් තියෙන එකකින්. ඒක හරියන්නේ නැහැ. 2 we can't prepare the polygon, no? What is the minimum number of sides of a polygon? There are 3 sides, right? අඩුම sides 3ක් තියෙන්න ඕන polygon එකක් හැදෙන්න නම්. Right? But we want to construct concave polygon. What is the minimum number of sides? I think one student said 4. Right? Okay. අපි බලමු 4 ද කියලා නේද? බලන්නකෝ. 1 2 right දැන් 3 sides උනොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් මේක triangle එකක් නෙන්නේ නේද? එයා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම convex එකක් වෙනවා. හරි අපි හිතමු 4 sides කියලා. Look at this. It is concave polygon, no? So what is the minimum number of sides? It should be 4. Your answer is 4. Answer should be 4. But also you draw this figure of your book, right? 4 එක ලියලා මේ figure එකත් ඇඳන්න. Number 11. Write the number illustrated in the abacus. What is this number? That's the abacus related to the decimal numbers. What is the represented number? What is the answer? This rod has one circle, no? So I can write the answer like this. That's the first 2 rods. Then I think you can see the 1/10, 1/100 like that positions. That means these 2 are decimal places. So you have to keep the decimal point here to 1. Okay, so what is the answer? 10.21. That's the decimal number representing method. Next one, the lesson is set. Capital A multiples of 2 from 1 to 10. Write set A as the list of elements within curly brackets. There are 3 methods we studied. to represent a set. What are the three methods? Descriptive method, as a list of elements, and Venn diagram. Right? Descriptive method mean what? Like that. That's the descriptive method, no? As a description, you have write the set. List of elements mean what are the elements of this set belongs. How you can write? Capital A equal. When you write the list of element, you have to write within curly bracket. And inside the curly bracket, you have to write the suitable elements. One element you can write only one time. Between two elements, you have to keep the decimal point. Sorry, comma. You have to put the comma. Look at multiples of 2 from 1 to 10. What are the elements? From 1 to 10, multiples of 2. What are the elements? Right? Multiples of 2 mean what? Are devarak chakre diyane rannewa. Right? What are the values? 2, 4,
4,
6,
6, 8,
8, 10. 10 is not belong, no? Why? From 1 to 10. 10 is also belongs, no? From 1 to 10, 1 and 10 also you can write. මෙතන මෙහෙම දුන්නා between 1 and 10 අන්න එතකොට 10 ගන්න බැහැ නේද? right? between කිව්වොත් ඒ දෙක ගන්න බැහැ. අනිත් ඒ අතර තියෙන මොන එකක් ගත හැකි. from to දැම්මොත් ඒ දෙකත් අවශ්‍ය නම් ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා. That's the elements, list of elements. Right. Number 13. ABCD is a trapezium. That's a trapezium. Mark the pairs of parallel lines of this figure using symbols. Do you remember the symbols of parallel lines? What's the symbol? You have to draw an arrowhead on the straight lines. Okay. You think these two lines are parallel? If these two lines are parallel, you have to draw like this arrowheads. Same direction, you have to draw the arrowheads. Okay, that's a representing method. So, which sides are parallel? AB and DC. That's a representing method. Using the symbols, you have to represent it, right? එනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙන්න මේ විදිහට arrows දෙකක් තමයි මේ sides දෙක උඩ දාන්න තියෙන්නේ. Right. Then I am going to number 14. Question number 14. Okay, that's the number 14. Look at. If 8 equal 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, that means 2 to the power 3. 12 equal 2 to the power 2 multiply 3. 24 equal 2 to the power 3 multiply 3. Find the least common multiples of 8, 12, 24. Least common multiple. Right, I think there are two methods you studied to find the least common multiple. that's the one method. Okay, මේක එක method එකක්. ඊතර මේ method එකට කරනකොට අපි කොහොමද LCM එක හොයන්නේ? least common multiple, right? LCM no. You have to write the different bases of these products. What are the different bases? මොනවද මෙතන තියෙන වෙනස් bases? 2 and 3, right? So you have to write 2 multiply 3. Also, you have to find the highest indices of the each bases. බලන්න 2 කියන base එකේ වැඩිම index එක කීයද? 3 2 3. So highest index is 3. එහෙනම් අන්නේ highest index එක අපි මෙතනට note කරන්න ඕන, right? 3. What is the highest index of 3? 3 mean 3 to the power 1. 3 mean 3 to the power 1. So highest index of 3, 1. Right, then what is the LCM? 2 to the power 3. That means 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. 2 multiply 2 4, 4 multiply 2 8, 8 multiply 3 24. So the LCM 24. Right, revise your knowledge of the lessons in grade 7. Then I am going to number 15. Kavisha's date of birth is 2009 4/8. Amisha is younger than her by 4 years 3 months and 9 days. Find Amisha's date of birth. Right? මොකක්ද අපිට මෙතනදි කරන්න වෙන්නේ? මොන mathematical operation එකද use කරන්න වෙන්නේ? Younger mean less than, no? Right? So you have to subtract. How you subtract? Before the subtract, I can write years, month, days. First you have write the year 2009 4 8. We have to subtract 4 years 3 months 9 days. Okay, we have to subtract, no? Can you subtract 9 from 8? Can't. So you have to take 1 from the month column, no? Right? 1 month means how many days? 30 days. Right? 30 days, no? එතකොට එතනින් අපිට 30 days එනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන බලන්න කීයක් තියෙනවද? There are 8 days. So totally 38 days. Right? So here you can write 38 days. This one should be 3. Now you subtract. Okay, 38 minus 9. What is the answer? 18 minus 9, 9. 2 minus 0, 2. 29 days. 3 minus 3. We can subtract 0. Look at this. 9 minus 5, 4, 5. So the answer 2005 0 29. 0 mean what? Which month? January, no? එහෙනම් අපිට කොහොමද මේක ලියන්න පුළුවන්? The date of birth of the Amisha 2005. 0 months mean the first month, January 29. That's the date of birth of Amisha. Right. Then we have to revise the angle lesson knowledge. Name the angle marked in the diagram. What is the name of this angle? How you can write the answer?
Reflex angle.
Reflex angle. Okay. Name the angle marked in the diagram. Yes. Reflex angle. Right. Then we can go to the next question, number 17. The volume of a cuboid shaped wooden plank is 100 cubic centimeters. Right? What is the type? Cuboid shape. Right? Cuboid. I think you can understand what's the shape. Cuboid mean like that shape. That's a cuboid shape. This cuboid shape volume is 100 cubic centimeters. Okay. If its length and the breadth are 10 centimeters respectively, right? Okay. Length and breadth given 10 centimeters. And 5 centimeters respectively. Okay. Length is 10, breadth is 5 centimeters. Find the height. You think height is h, right? When we height එක තමයි අපිට හොයන්න කියලා තියන්නේ. How you find the height? Do you remember the formula of the volume of the cuboid? Length into breadth into height, right? Length 10, breadth 5, height h. So you can write 10 multiply 5 multiply h is equal to, what is the volume? 100. 10 times 5, 50 h equal 100. Then both sides you can divide by 50. 50 cancel. B equal, what is the answer? 2 centimeters. Right, that's number 18 answer.
Sir, are you there?
Yes. Another two questions we have to discuss of this part. Now I discuss 18 questions. Okay, then I am going to question number 19 and 20. Look at question number 19. Name two regular polygons. Two regular polygons, you have to write the names. What are the two regular polygons? The one polygon is square. Right? The one name is a square. Regular mean what? Do you remember? All sides and interior angles are equal. Right? Regular. Another regular, equilateral triangle. Right? Equilateral triangle. Right? Number 20. The area of the rectangle given by below is A. Right? This area is A. Given as A. Build up a simple equation for the area capital A with terms of y, x and y. Right? How you find the area of a rectangle? Length into breadth. So capital A, that's the area, equal length into breadth. X multiply y. So capital A equal xy. Right? That's the first all question answers. Right? ඒතර දැන් මේ කරපු ඒවත් එක්ක ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න ඕනේ නේද මේ ටික තව වැඩි දියුණු කරගෙන next week එකේදී paper එකට face කරන්න. Okay? Then I am going to discuss the second part paper. I will give some questions to do now. Right? මම questions කීපයක් දෙනවා ඒ ටික කරන්න ඕන. Okay. Okay, you write down you write the answers for the second question of this, right? That's the second part paper question. Second paper questions. Quickly you do the second question, right? Make ඉක්මනට ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳට කියවලා answers ලියන්න. Okay. Quickly you do this question answers, write down. The diagram given below shows the amount of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil. Right? That's the received method. Then some question parts asked. Right? Carefully you read the questions and write the answers. I will give few minutes for this work. After you finish your work, you raise hand. Okay? Using the raise hand option, you can inform me. Right, quickly you do the second question. Right, ඔගොල්ලෝ මේක කරලා ඉවරනයින් පස්සේ raise hand කරන්න. Right, carefully read the question and write the answers. ඉක්මනට බලන්න කරන්න මම පොඩි වෙලාවක් දෙන්නම් මේ පොකුණට answers ලියන්න. Right, so you try to write the answers quickly. Okay, did you write the answers? This question given, I think, from the fraction lesson, no? right, එතකොට දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ මෙන්න මේ විදිය questions තමයි එන්නේ. එතකොට දැන් මම අර paper එකට කලින් මේ වගේ paper එකක් දුන්නේ ඒ structure එක ඕගොල්ලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න. හරිද? ඔය වගේ ready වෙන්න. Okay, look at now I'm going to discuss the answers. The second question, second question, look at the diagrams given below show the amounts of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil. Right, that's a Nelum, that's a Manil. The first part, write the amounts of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil separately. Write the amounts of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil separately. Right, can you tell me Nelum, how many chocolates received as a fraction? කොච්චර ප්‍රමාණයක් නෙළුම්ට ලැබිලා තියෙනවද? right, දැන් මේකෙන් කියවෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? 1. හරි, ඒක කොටස් 4කට බෙදලා තියෙනවා නේද? 1 2 and how many? 3/4. So what is the fraction received Nelum? 2 3/4. Right, as a fraction you have to write the Nelum received 2 3/4. Manil, what is the fraction? 1. This fraction is 1 over 8, no? So the Manil received 1 over 8. That's the amount of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil. Second part. Write the amount of chocolates received by Nelum and Manil as improper fractions. Can you tell me what is the improper fraction of this one? Do you remember the getting method? Denominator multiply the whole number, then you have to add numerator value, right? 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. So Nelum received 11 over 4. Manil received 1 times 1, 8. 8 times 1, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 over 8. Right, okay, that's the part to answer. Then part 3, look at what is the total amount of chocolates received by both. Right, මේ දෙන්නටම ලැබුණු සම්පූර්ණ ප්‍රමාණය අහනවා. මොනවද අපිට කරන්න වෙන්නේ? Total you have to add, right? You have to add these two, no? Right, මේ දෙක add කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. So how you can find the answer? That's the third part answer. Nelum received 11 over 4. Manil received 9 over 8. That's the two fractions, right? We can't add or subtract the fractions with unequal denominators. You have to do equal. I think you can understand denominators 4 and 8. The first fraction, you have to multiply by 2, no? Both numerator and denominator. So 11 times 2, 22 over 8 plus 9 over 8. So what is the answer? 22 plus 9, 31 over 8. Finally, you can write this improper fraction as a mixed number. 31 divide 8. How many? 3. 24, remaining 7. So what is the answer? 3, 7 over 8. That's the total amount of the fraction. Right, you revise the knowledge about the fractions using this question. Right, then I am going to fourth part. How many more chocolates received by Nelum than Manil? Nelum than Manil. Right, කාටද වැඩිපුර හම්බෙන්නේ? Nelum than Manil. Right, කාටද වැඩිපුර හම්බෙන්නේ? Nelumට නේද? Right, Manilට ඊට වඩා අඩුයි. අපෙන් අහන්නේ මොකක්ද? How many more chocolates received by Nelum than Manil? Right, කොපමණ වැඩිපුර ප්‍රමාණයක් ලැබුණාද? එහෙනම් වැඩිපුර ප්‍රමාණය කොපමණද කියලා ඇහුවොත් මොකද අපි කරන්න ඕන? You have to subtract, no? Right, which to subtract? That's part 4 answer. Which to subtract? 11 over 4 minus 9 over 8. We can't subtract like this. We have to write the equivalent fraction for this one. Both numerator and denominator you have to multiply by 2. 22 over 8 subtract 9 over 8. So what is the answer? 13 over 8. 13 over 8 mean you have to divide 13 by 8. So the answer 1 5 over 8. Right? 1 5 over 8. That's the fourth one answer. Right. Then look at part 4. Express the amount of chocolates received by Manil as a decimal. Right? අර මානෙල්ට ලැබුණු ප්‍රමාණය decimal එකක් විදියට ලියන්න. Right? මතක ඇති ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරපු විදිය. Manil received as a fraction 9 over 8. So I will write down the received fraction 9 over 8. How you can write 9 over 8 as the decimal number? 9 over 8 mean 9 divided by 8. How many? 1. 1 times 8, 8. Remaining 1. Then we have to divide further. So you can put here 0. Also you have to keep the decimal point. 10. How many 8s? 1. 1 times 8, 8. Remaining 2, 20. How many? 2. 2 times 8, 16. Remaining 4, 40. How many 8s? 5. 5 times 4, 8, 40. So what is the answer? 1.125. That's the fraction convert into decimal. Right. Okay. Can you understand? That's the related to decimal and fraction. Okay. That's the question. Okay. එහෙනම් ওই වගේ questions උත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. හරි. එහෙනම් ඒ knowledge එක මතක් කරගමු. Then I'm going to another question do of the second part. Okay, look at the third question. Okay, that's the third question. That's a full question. Can you do this one within 8 minutes? You try to complete. Right? පුළුවන් තරම් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මම දෙන time එක ඇතුළත හදන්න බලන්න. Answers ලියන්න. හොඳට කියවලා answers ටික බලන්න. Right? Quickly. this question given related to the mass lesson. Right, now are you finished? Or how many parts now completed? Okay, now I will discuss. Look at the first part. The masses of nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus in a bag of NPK fertilizer are marked as follows. Nitrogen 60 grams and 200 milligrams, phosphorus 120 grams and 450 milligrams, potassium 300 grams and 350 milligrams. Find the total mass of the nutrients in the bag of fertilizer. Right? Total mass. Total mass means you have to add these three values, no? Right? What are the three values? The measurements given in grams and milligrams. 60 grams, 200 milligrams, 120 grams, 450 milligrams, 300 grams, 350 milligrams. We have to add 0, 10, remaining 1. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. Remaining 1. This one you have to write here. Why? 1 gram equal to 1000 milligrams. No? 1, 8, 4. So what is the answer? 481 gram. Right? Then second part, look at. Write the mass of nitrogen. Nitrogen, that's the mass. In the bag of fertilizer in milligram. Right? May mass එක milligram වලට convert කරලා ලියන්නලු. Right? What is the milligram value? 60 grams and 200 milligrams. 60 grams mean 1 gram equal 1000 milligrams. So 60 grams mean 60 multiply 1000. What is the answer? 60,000. And another 200 here, no? So what is the total milligrams? 60,200 milligram. Right? 60,200 milligram. The next part, if the total mass of the bag of fertilizer is 500 gram, right? Total mass mean nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium mass, and also the mass of the empty bag. Right? අර bag එක pack කරායින් පස්සේ ඔක්කොම 500ක් තියෙනවලු. ඒකේ තියෙන්නේ මොනවද? bag එකේ mass එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකේ තියෙන ද්‍රව්‍යවල mass එකක් තියෙනවා. Right? The mass of the ingredient is 481 grams. The total mass is 500 gram. You have to find the mass of the polythene bag. Right? How we find the polythene bag mass? මොනවද කරන්න ඕන? Total mass is 500, no? Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium given in 481. So you have to subtract. $500 grams subtract 481. So what is the mass? 19 grams. Empty bag mass is 19 grams. Right. Another two parts remain of this question. Then we have to multiply the quantities. 6 times 0, 0. 6 times 8, 48. Remaining 4. 6 times 4, 24 plus 4, 28. Remaining 2. 6 times 7, 42 plus 2, 44. So what is the answer? 44 grams, 880 milligrams. Then the last part, look at 10 grams, 611 milligrams. You have to divide by 9. Right. Now look at how we divide. 10 divide 9, 1. 1 times 9, 9. Remaining 1. This 1 convert to milligrams, 1000. And this position another 611. So totally 1611. 16 divide 9, 1. 1 times 9, 9. Remaining 7, 71. How many? 7, no? 7 times 9, 63. Remaining 8, 81. How many nines? 9. 9 times 9, 81. So what is the answer? 1 gram, 179 milligrams. That's the last part answer.